Hey guys, J-Man here. And we're going to be talking about some wrestling as usual. It is Tuesday night, if you didn't know. And if you didn't know, that means that we're going to be talking about some wrestling, specifically the women's division. There's actually a fair amount of stuff to kind of cover, and something crazy happened last night on Raw. So we're going to definitely discuss that one. YouTube is now using these like handles and stuff like that. So my channel link is jman77, so JMAN77. So you can find me with that. I'm trying to get my Twitter changed to jman77 so it matches, but I don't remember how to do that for some reason. So that sucks. But what can you do? Well, I guess you could cry about it, but I'm not going to actually cry about it. So there's going to be a stream this Friday, and this Friday stream is the people's stream. Everybody was pissed off that Crawl lost to Yor, which is clearly the best film of all time. But people are upset that Crawl lost, and people were kind of weirded out that Ice Pirates lost. So because this is a charitable organization and will be until I'm monetized, we've decided to give the people what they want, which is Crawl versus Ice Pirates, and one of those will come back into the Space Opera tournament, only to lose against Yor later on. No, that's not going to happen. So that is what's going to happen this Friday. There may or may not be a stream this Thursday. I have to see. I'm trying to come up with a topic. I was thinking about doing some 90s comics again. I was thinking about doing something on Deadpool because that comic has been relaunched. Like, it's relaunched every year because the writing is awful, and it's almost like a perfect kind of example of how trash the comics have gotten recently, where no one can seem to just write anything that sticks or that resonates with people. And even Deadpool, which, like, I'm desperately trying to get into Deadpool. Like, I like when he came out, I wasn't into it. And I read the first 3 miniseries and I wasn't into it. I thought, yeah, he's cool, whatever. And the movies, I love the movies. I've got tons of Deadpool stuff, all from the movies. I have this guy from when it came out. It's impossible to get this guy now. I've got all the little toys. I have all this Deadpool stuff everywhere. They announced Deadpool 3. I really want to get into it. And every time Deadpool comes out, I buy an issue 1, read it. I'm like, and I don't read the next one. And I didn't even realize that one came out that I missed. I forgot I missed one because it gets relaunched so often. There is 9 volumes of Deadpool, which is crazy. So that might be a topic. I might do that. But that's pretty much it for show updates. So let's get into it here, and let's bring in my co-host. Hello, Steve.
Hey, J-Man, I'm back.
You're back
on
camera. So viewership just went down. I know. That's it.
Sorry.
It's over.
You're over 900. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's it. It's done now. Before I said that Deadpool thing, I wish I would have asked you to give me how many times you think Deadpool has because, look, I know, like, you love Hulk, Spidey, right? You're reading them. I love those characters. Deadpool is not in the top 10 for me.
No.
He's not in the top 20. He's probably not in the top 30. But I desperately want to get into Deadpool because I really like the movies. This is the one time in my life where the movies have gotten me more pumped up than the comics. And I love Rob Liefeld, as you know. And whenever Rob Liefeld does Deadpool, I like those stories. But Rob cannot continuously do Deadpool. That's not how he goes. He does, right. Like, he's got to be inspired. He'll get pumped up. He'll do like Deadpool Bad Blood. Boom, bought it. Awesome. It's brilliant. Perfect. Then it's like, he's going to do Batter Blood maybe in a year or two. I'll get that. That'll be good. Any Rob Liefeld Deadpool thing I like. Outside of that, I can't do it. So I don't know why. The first 3 miniseries are looking a lot better now when you're reading these new ones. But can you even imagine? There is 9 volumes of Deadpool #1. Now the first 2 were miniseries, so that's how all comics are. Like there's a 4-parter. That's a 90s thing.
Right.
You do a 4-parter, test the waters. Everyone likes it. Do another 4-parter or a 6-parter. Everyone likes that. Regular series. That's like everything. Everything's got a mini series. Wolverine, they didn't go right into #1. They're like, let's do a mini series.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Dude, 9 volumes. It just, the last relaunch was in 2021 and it just relaunched again. There have been 9 to 10 issues before it relaunches. So it's 1 year's worth of comics and people are like, this is trash. Then they just reboot it again. And it's the same font. And it's like Deadpool 1. I'm like, I just bought a Deadpool. Like that today. It's right down there. Today, Deadpool 1. I'm like, I just bought a Deadpool 1. And then I went back to I was like, yeah, I've got this Deadpool #1 already. And then I realized that I missed one. There's a Deadpool. I was like, I just bought Deadpool 1 like a year ago. I missed a Deadpool series. I missed a whole series because I always buy #1 to see if I get bumped up for it.
Yeah, Deadpool, I haven't had as much chances at it like you, but I've never been that. I read Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe.
That's fun. That's not a regular series.
No.
That's a for fun thing. I like that one too. Oh, it's neat. He kills everybody. That's a for fun thing. Like I'm talking the real collected every month. Can't wait for issue 37, the
main series.
Main series. Yeah, anyone can come up with a fun thing like that. Then there was Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe again or something, or or it'll be like Deadpool and Punisher, or Deadpool versus Cable, or this is for funny. That's like Batman. Batman's got so many, right? I just bought the Marc Silvestri Batman Joker, the Deputy
Batman
Duo,
Joker.
Yeah, that doesn't count, right? Yeah. Like. Of course, that's going to be fun because it's Marc Silvestri art, he's awesome. The art is 10 out of 10. And it's going to be him and Joker teaming up, doing some weird thing, fighting some monster or something like that. That'll be fun, right? Yeah. That's not the regular series.
No. That's crazy. 9 times, though. That's insane.
Yeah.
Can't imagine that.
Yeah, I heard about Stargirl.
Yeah, heard about Stargirl. I watched part of season 1. And I just it wasn't that I didn't like it. I just stopped. But I've been collecting the series as they've been coming out. So
yeah,
I'll get the third one. Yeah.
I'll buy the third one and I'll watch it.
Yeah, and then we'll be like, why was this? This is the only CW superhero show. It's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm rewatching Supergirl. Not rewatching. I'm watching the last season. And after all of the garbage Marvel and DC show Marvel shows and DC shows and Star Wars shows. Supergirl is looking a lot better. It's still lame, but they're trying. And the first 4 episodes, they're in costume all the time.
Oh.
So I'm like, and they're fighting, right? Like she's in the Phantom Zone right now. Phantoms from the Phantom Zone came out, and then they're fighting the Phantoms from the Phantom Zone. I thought, oh, that's kind of neat. Like, it's still all the trash dialogue stuff. There's a lot of fighting. Like you can ignore the talking because you're like, yeah, I know who the good guys are. I know who the bad. Like I'll just be on my phone, and then it's like, oh, action. And the action's good. They fight. Like Brainiac does stuff. Like they shoot. Dreamer shoots her spells or whatever. Okay, there's fights. She-Hulk had not. Like that's what I'm saying. She-Hulk had nothing.
Yeah,
it's embarrassing. Like Supergirl still knew it was a superhero show. It was a woke superhero show. But it was a superhero show. There's still the fights part of it, right? So, I could still watch the fights.
I'm rewatching Flash, so I'm back on season 1. And Flash was so good on season 1. Flash was saving people every episode. Like that team was awesome with Harrison Wells. I know he was Reverse Flash, but I'm like, wow, they actually had a really good show here. Of course, they pissed it away. Because that's what CW does.
Yeah.
But I'm like, wow, this was at one point, this was an excellent show, like a legit excellent show. Not this episode was pretty good and this episode wasn't too bad. It's like every episode was pretty good. There was a villain of the week to beat and stop, and there was none of this, hey, the power of love bullshit. Like
it was really not good.
Yeah, it was just Flash, I'm out here to help people. I don't care. And it's just like, how is Reverse Flash has this plan, but it's not obvious. So you're like, what is his plan? And like, I kind of wish Harrison Wells in the wheelchair had stayed because he was really good, right? Like I wish that he had stayed, but you know, the other version of Wells were okay, varying degrees of okay, but like season 1 Wells was the best, man.
Yeah, he was good. I liked him. I mean, yeah, they're all okay, but yeah, he was the best. I don't know, like right now, Flash, the costume looks the best. If they had that costume in season 1, it'd be a lot better.
It'd be a lot better, yeah.
But I don't know. All right, so let's get into it. So let's talk about. Oh, my Shotzi shirt came in, but it's gonna go in a wash first because I don't just wear stuff right when it comes in.
Of course.
When Iris and Barry got together, the power of love. That's the power of love.
Love.
Okay. I know you're going to do Love Boat. Exciting. And you come aboard. We're expecting you. And you're like, what's happening to the Flash here? Like,
yeah, why we birthed elements? I'm like, what are you talking about?
That was so dumb.
Bad. And then halfway through, hey, we're just randomly fighting Godspeed now. I'm like, okay. It was
the
just
power of
weird.
love. That's just the power of love. If you can't take it, okay. We had NXT tag match. We had Nikita and Zoe versus whatever those tag champs are. I can't remember their names.
Kendra Carter or Kendra Chance.
Right. Yeah. Say that three times fast. So Zoe pinned the one girl, and they're like, "It's a new champion!" Oh my god! It's like, no, wait, they're not the champions anymore. It's like, what happened? What happened? It's like, oh, it is a controversy.
She pinned the wrong girl. Yeah,
you pinned the wrong girl. Yeah, dumbass.
That's a fail.
That was a fail. And then there was the new. So then they retained the belt. I guess they wanted. I mean, to me, as an outsider to NXT, like Nikita and Zoe are obviously way more hyped in my mind than those other two because it was Katana something, and
we can't even remember their names.
Right. And I've got nothing against them. They seem okay, but it's like, Nikita is like, forget it.
Generic face and generic face versus Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark, who are obviously more interesting in the ring.
Yep.
I mean, they should just make those two the champions heels because they're not doing anything as a face. So just like make them a heel, make them heels. I thought this ending was fine because they did have them lose to Zoe and that, but then had them retain, which probably was the best way to do it.
Yeah, if you're going to have them retain it, then that is the best way because it doesn't make it seem like they just got squashed or whatever.
Yeah. I don't necessarily believe that the hype team has to win immediately. So I was fine with this entire thing. I think they both came off, like both teams came off well. And Zoe was upset after the match and she was like, oh, I should have realized I was pinning the wrong person in that. I like Zoe Stark and Nikita Lyons. I think they work well together. They look good together. I hope they continue as a team. I don't want a heel turn for either one of them, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. We had Shotzi, who I like, come out. Her outfit was awesome.
Yeah.
She's got like the best outfits. Lash Legends, who I really like Lash Legends. I don't know why. It's just a thing. You got like it's just that she seems cool to me.
Yeah.
I don't want to. It feels like a wrestling version of like Omarosa or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know why. It's just like when I first saw her, I was like, did Omarosa like work out and become a wrestler? Like what happened? But I thought, I mean, I like her a lot. I just Shotzi, like she did that modified kind of DDT. They
Never
still say
wake up.
DDT, but like, is that just the name of the move now? Even though
It's never wake.
okay,
Yeah.
it was supposed to be was it not supposed to be Damien's dinner
Death trap.
or,
Yeah.
or that Damien's death trap? Okay, is that what that was? Oh my god,
Yeah.
I thought somebody told me it was Damien's dinner time or something. Like, why is he eating at this time? Damien's death trap. That's what that is. That what that was? Okay, so is that just what it's just called? Like, was that what it was always called, or is that just because of Jake the Snake? Like, I never understood the origin of that move.
So
or the name of the move.
Jake the Snake started it through a botch, right? He was supposed to he wasn't supposed to do it like that. He was supposed to pick the guy up and he just fell backwards instead.
Oh my god!
And people died over it, and that's how the move became. And it was basically shortened to DDT because you didn't want to say Damien's Death Trap all the time. And then it just got so big that everyone started to do it because it's an easy move to do. You just grab the guy's head in a headlock and fall backwards.
Yeah.
So, but I like how Shotzi does hers. I like the never wake up because that's obviously an allusion to Freddy Krueger.
Right.
She
loves all that stuff. Like she's all over it.
Shotzi's a special competitor, man. If she's not just treated as a jobber, she really is a special competitor. She's a bit of attraction just based off her look and her energy.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that, someone is having her win once in a while. It's not.
They go to NXT and win a few of those matches or whatever.
Yeah.
So we had Gigi and I guess it was, hey Joe, how's it going? Where are we at here? I have so many notes here. Oh, there's the chat. There was like a chat or whatever where they, I don't remember what happened here. They were just talking. I don't even remember if there was anything important there. I'm just trying to read my notes here. The big thing was Schism, which I was actually fast forwarding that part.
Yeah, because those guys were talking and talking and talking.
Oh my god! I'm like,
when is this ending?
Yeah, let me read Lord of the Rings and come back when and then they'll probably be done.
It was bad.
But then The Rock's daughter.
Yeah.
I guess her name is going to be Ava Rain.
Yeah.
Revealed it was like the big whoosh. Oh,
and people were like, oh.
So what do we think about her? She looks like The Rock. I know some people have commented on her look, and I don't like I don't like people making fun of her look, but she does resemble The Rock a bit. So it's like, what do you think? She seems like maybe she'll be good. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll give her a shot. Like, she's got the red hair, and I don't know. She looks fine to me. When she came out, I'm like, cool. Ava Rain, Rock's daughter, awesome.
Yeah,
I don't know. By the time they did the reveal, I was almost asleep because those guys were just talking and talking.
Oh, I was fast forwarding. And then I saw her. I'm like, oh my god, that's Rock's daughter. Wait a minute, let me go. I didn't rewind the whole thing. I just rewound up to like where she'd had where she was about to, or they were about to reveal it, and maybe 1 minute prior to that, just to hear the lead up.
I sat through the entire speech, and it was just awful. It was just bad. Oh, there was also that woman came back, Elektra Torres.
Yes, Elektra Lopez. So then we had Sol Ruca
versus Indy Hartwell. Yeah.
And then Hartwell just kind of destroyed her.
Yeah. I was shocked. Indy Hartwell owned her ass. I was like, weren't they just going on about how she just debuted Sol Ruca and she was a gymnast and she was really good and she got owned? And then
I thought I owned her. I had a contract and everything. I was like, no, I own Sol Ruca's ass. It's like,
and then Elektra Lopez.
Yep.
Comes out of nowhere. I guess she was a face before, but she comes out and just blasts both of them. I'm like, okay, cool.
Electrifying. All right, so that was that. SmackDown, we had Sonya Deville. And
can I just say Sonya Deville is rapidly becoming the stupidest wrestler in the WWE?
I don't know what is she doing?
Like stop bad mouthing Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's going to come out of nowhere and beat the living hell out of you. It's happened a couple of times now. Like,
yeah, Liv Morgan, you're trash. Oof. It's like,
yeah,
Liv Morgan, you're trash. Ooh, it's like you do see a pattern. Let me write this down.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result.
They should just have a montage of people saying something about Liv, and then her coming in and kicking the crap out of people, like even just random people. Like, you know, maybe they should stage something like in the audience or something to our audience, like, Liv, you suck, and then she just loses her mind, and then the announcers are like, well, I don't condone Liv attacking the fans. Like, these are paying fans, and they shouldn't be doing that. You know, it's like, well, Liv Morgan's crazy. Her and Nikki Cross can have a tag team or something, and then
that would be hilarious.
Yeah, they just go crazy, and then after they win a match, they start beating each other up.
Yeah, because Nikki's like, you know, Liv, I teamed with you and we won, but you suck. It's like, just,
I know you suck.
Well, Liv did get killed by Chucky.
I saw that. I knew that was going to happen because I saw her. I saw that on her Instagram before I saw the show. That episode of Chucky was kind of insane. Like, it's like I can't follow what's happening. It's like,
well, I was first of all, I spent a lot of time like, why is Glenn and Glenda human now? Did I forget at the end of seeing Chucky? Like, did something happen?
Well, they haven't explained it yet.
And they were, I swear they were like it was a doll's fingers hitting the button to go into the game. I swear it was a doll's hand.
Yeah, but Chucky and I don't know if Tiffany has this ability, but Chucky can be in multiple dolls, and he moved Tiffany into the doll, and he also moved, I believe he moved Tiffany into Jennifer Tilly, but I don't remember for sure. So he may have moved the twins, or he may have moved just Glenn or Glenda, like the one entity, into two human bodies, and then that's why it's Glenn and Glenda. Because Chucky can multiply himself, so Glenn and Glenda really are just one person.
Yes.
Right? Like, it's like it's like how Chucky is one person, right? But
I was just really, it was.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Maybe we'll talk about that on the other, because it's like that episode was bonkers.
That episode. But Liv, I would love if Liv shows up on Friday with like the stab marks in her stomach. Yes. Liv Morgan is now just a badass. I would like to say something about Liv, but after we talk about the next thing I know you're going to bring up, but I would love Liv Morgan to show up on SmackDown on Friday with the stab marks and the blood.
That'd be funny.
I would love that.
Yeah, so Liv is just crazy. We had Rhonda.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, so this was Emma?
Yeah, this was weird to me.
I don't know who Emma is.
I know Emma. So you probably saw, like, she had this weird thing in NXT, and I don't remember, I think she probably did on the main roster too, where she would come out and she had this, like, and you saw, like, probably Rhonda referencing it, like making fun of her in the ring. She was like, she would do this on the way to the ring, like this weird dance with her hands. And I'm like, and people went bonkers. They loved it. But I was like, this literally shows that people will go nuts over anything.
Right.
It was just such a weird thing. Emma coming back is weird. I did find out afterwards that she is dating Madcap Moss. So, okay, that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
But not the person I was expecting to show up. Tennille Dashwood, that's her real name, was really awesome in NXT. I kind of disappointed, and she did the goofy thing for a while, and then she became a heel, and she had the black lipstick and the black gloves, and she was starting to get over, and then she left. Yeah, I like the police cop look for her as well, Joe. I thought she worked well as that.
Yeah, I'm looking up right now.
There was
Hey Brian.
Hey Brian.
Who's going to ring?
Yes. This Emma was not good. She looked like she was rusty because there was one time I swear I just burst out laughing. So Emma went over Rhonda, like she I don't know, she jumped over or something. And then she stopped and Rhonda turned. Yeah, she was all bubbly here.
Is this what you're talking about, the cop?
Yeah, she had the cop look about her. Yeah.
Oh, that's Rhonda. What the hell? Like, yeah, something like that. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I like the cop look for her.
Yep.
Yeah. She got kudos for NXT, but I didn't really watch her on there. But I thought she had potential. She just dropped the goofy bubbly thing, and her coming back, I'm like, oh, this will be interesting. But there was so many that match was. There was I was just saying one bad botch where she jumped over Rhonda. Rhonda literally turned around and was like holding her hand, like and she was standing there for like a count of 5, and Emma was still trying to. I'm like, this just looks like Rhonda's pointing where she wants the picture hung on the wall. Like it was just really freaking weird.
There's a lot of waiting around for moves to happen.
There was a lot of waiting around for Emma. Like Rhonda was about a second and a half ahead of Emma.
Yeah.
And it made a very choppy match. I will say Rhonda heel is more natural, and she busted out some more moves. I like the move in the ropes where she was choking Emma out, and then she had another move.
She had a good kick. She kicked the crap out of her when she did that kick to her. You're like,
yeah.
I like the Rhonda kicks where it's just like she just kicks you. It's like that's like good old fashioned BJJ kick, like like.
Yeah, no, I liked this version of Rhonda more than face Rhonda.
Yeah.
But I have to say she's got to get new theme music. That theme music is face Rhonda. It doesn't fit. Yeah, she was just a joke character. When she came up the main roster, they gave her that stupid dance. It got over. I don't know why, but she didn't look good in the ring, and Rhonda just owned her, like just beat the living crap out of her. Even when Emma got offense in, it didn't look believable.
Yeah, and Rhonda, Rhonda just like beat her up pretty much.
Yeah,
waited to do moves.
Yeah, she just stood there and waited
here
for Emma to come over. It was just bad. It wasn't good at all.
Yeah. Then we had Shane. So Shayna Baszler was there talking or whatever, and then Natalya came in and Shayna started beating Natalya up.
So everyone can remove Shayna Baszler's face off milk cartons because we have seen her again. She is still alive.
Yeah.
I like the idea of Shayna Baszler being on a team with like being a teammate or whatever, a faction member, what you want to call it, for Ronda Rousey. I like the two of them like teaming up. Natalya, yeah, that's cool for Natalya. Like make her a face again. It doesn't matter if Natalya. She's the same no matter what.
Yeah.
The one thing I would say is that I want to see Liv versus Ronda again, which is I never say that. Usually like one match, I'm like, yeah, good. I don't need to watch another one. But like I want to see Ronda's never faced an insane opponent. Right?
Yeah.
I want to see Ronda with someone who she doesn't know what to do with. Yeah, Shayna should be doing a lot better than she is. Shayna is just she's become a semi-jobber, and I don't really understand why. She was like such a badass in NXT.
What is going on here with this guy?
He's like, oh!
It's like, what? What's going on? Oh.
Yeah, that man is clearly surprised by Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, they got to make her vicious, man. I know.
Yeah. Yeah, Shayna's got to be the queen of spades.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I like all these names. All these women have different spelled names, and so
I know.
You can't tell like a girl to a whale. Yeah, like what the heck? There you go. Where's that Natalia?
Yeah, that's the Natalia I want in the ring.
But yeah, Natalia's pretty cool. They could do
I like Natalia.
She could be a heel or a face. Really doesn't really matter.
She could. I like but I like the idea of like if you're gonna have Ronda as a heel, Nikki Cross is now a heel, like all these heels, like you got to turn someone face, and Natalia can work in either way.
So this is more like crazy Nikki.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Yeah. Well, that's pretty much it for SmackDown.
You weren't going to talk about Queen Zelina getting kicked out of the ring.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say like I love Queen Zelina. She's awesome, Zelina Vega, and but like I mean, it's just like nothing's going on with her right now. Where like she's not doing anything really that like she's just there. It's not like her doing anything.
You mean like Rhea Ripley?
Yeah. I even kind of skipped the Judgment Day a little bit.
I just skipped to the end because I just like
she'll interfere. That'll be it.
Yeah, like there's nothing. They make such a big deal out of her, and they're like, she's like, "Come on, punch me," and I'm like, someone's gonna take you up on that at some point, and then it's gonna be like shock and awe, like, "Oh my god!"
Like literally, I was watching clips of like The Rock giving rock bottoms to like Stephanie McMahon, and it's like. I mean, they were hitting the women like crazy back in the Attitude Era even.
You remember this was so funny, and you laughed when this happened. This was a while ago. Remember when Stone Cold turned heel and he formed a team with Triple H, the 2-man power trip?
Gosh, I don't know what happened. What happened with that?
There was one match where Lita came over and she fell on Matt Hardy and she covered him up.
Okay.
And you could literally see Stone Cold and Triple H like looking at each other. Like, are you serious right now?
Right.
And they took turns hitting Lita and Matt Hardy with steel chairs.
Oh my God, man. This is crazy. Okay, so yeah, that's good. Oh my God, that's crazy.
I remember you were laughing about that because you're like, what is she doing?
Yeah. Like, what is going on? I don't know. But yeah, so they're trying to make her more like China. Yeah. Oh, SmackDown ratings were low, eh?
Yeah. Well, I mean, what was the main event on SmackDown? Like when you're like, oh, Rey Mysterio versus Gunther. It's like no one's running to pay to see that.
Yeah. I mean, I like Rey Mysterio equal. Yeah. Well, I think Stone Cold said he's an equal opportunity ass kicker. So that's why I use that. I'm an equal opportunity ass kicker.
I mean, oh my God! it's at the point where it's like, she keeps interfering and lowballing like with her hands on men's balls all the time. Moves. Eventually, it's gonna come out. So yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna have that's pretty much that. Raw, lots happened on Raw though. Well, not a lot, but like some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Bianca fought Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross has rediscovered her crazy days from
yeah.
NXT.
I like crazy Nikki. I just got the go ahead.
The Nikki I knew when she first came up. It was insane, Nikki Cross. And then she hasn't been that in a while, and obviously it suits her. I loved her even in the back area, like Bailey's trying to talk to her, and she's just like rocking back and forth with a smile on her face.
Yeah, no, I like this crazy Nikki. I just got the Bianca Belair Funko Pop. They had a sale on at the thing, so I was like, oh, I'll get Bianca because I don't have Bianca, so I put her on the shelf there. I like the orange. She had the orange on.
Yeah,
that
she
was
had the orange.
cool.
Yeah.
And I mean, Nikki Cross is like clearly better.
Yes, it's not even close.
Like it's not even close. It's like ASH was brutal. She even looks better.
Yeah.
Like this was terrible.
Yeah.
Almost a super. And then this was like somewhat better.
Yeah.
But like this is like way better.
Yeah, this is Nikki Cross. Insane Nikki Cross. This is
oh my god, that's great. Ah.
And I just like she attacks everyone, like she was attacking Damage Control.
Yeah.
I thought she murdered Io Sky actually. She threw her into the barrier and she sort of landed awkwardly on her head. I'm like, oh, I think she just killed Io Cross.
Oh man. Io Sky is dead.
Io Sky is dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this was thank God they brought this version of Nikki Cross back.
Okay, yeah, so obviously Bianca won. But there's a good part where it was weird. It's like Bianca was standing and Nikki pulled the apron and she was standing on the apron and kind of like fell. I thought, oh, that was so. I'm like,
yeah.
Was that? I guess that was planned, or I don't know. But it came out. It came out looking pretty fun. Yeah, like it looked like a Marx Brothers skit or something.
Yeah, it came out good. Well, Bianca got tangled up with the ropes too. I was like, holy crap! Like that looks actually legit scary. But yeah, Nikki Cross works better as this character, like in the ring, just as a character, like it's way better.
Yeah, and she's fighting everybody, doesn't care. And then so yeah, she just goes crazy. Bianca's gonna win, obviously, that's standard. And then we had Bailey's like Bailey was there with everybody, and then Asuka and Alexa Bliss came back, so that's the big thing that happened there. I wanted to mention that I really liked Bailey's pants. and it's just like, because we always make fun of that, because like our buddy Owen from the Action Elite always says, he goes, this is pants.
Yeah.
So we got this pants thing going on, and I was like, I'm looking at, and I was like, oh my god, I like Bailey's pants, and I'm like, I don't know. Sometimes I become like a big fashionista, and I'm like, it's like I like Bianca's hair in this segment, or I like Bailey's pants. It's like I don't know why that is. Is like I don't care. Like I wear trash t-shirts all day. I'm wearing Michael Myers like pajamas and a Daredevil shirt or whatever, and like literally I go to work and I literally wear like hoodies of superheroes at work. And the general manager, we were talking something or whatever, and then one of the guys said, he goes, oh, I thought that was, for some reason from behind, he goes, oh, I thought that was like a polo sweater or something. And the general manager's like, not unless Polo makes like sweaters with superheroes on them. So it's to the point where the general managers don't even care anymore. It's like, like there's no work attire. I just literally wear whatever I feel like wearing, and no one cares. It's like they're just like, yeah, it's just that's Jason, J-Man, that's J-Man. He's just wearing whatever. And my entire cubicle is covered with superhero pictures, and I've got Becky, Damage Control.
Yeah.
I used to have Rhonda there too. So it's like and I've got Scarlet Witch, like all that. It's like it's filled. There's nothing work. There's one piece of paper that's work related. That's it. And I have nothing else on my desk. And I've got QBs that I made, and I've got like Funkos. This is Hawkman. Hawkman's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But like, so that's it. That's my desk at my day job, which has nothing to do with anything fun. And it's just like, that's just how it is. But anyways, so I wonder if we can get daily WWE Raw. Oh, oops. Raw. I'll go search by time. There's the time tools, time, 24 hours. Oh no, this is it. Her pants here were really cool. And I like the orange here too.
Yeah, the orange is good.
Bailey's outfit was working out for yesterday.
Yep. Yeah, she was rocking the pants.
I liked the pants. Sandy Nikki was what they had Pete Dunne doing as Butch. Okay. So anyway, so then Asuka and Alexa came back, and we can pretty much skip Judgment Day because I don't like it's just rubbish.
Yeah, it's become rubbish again because they just attack whoever after the match and beat them up.
Right.
Dominic Mysterio like farts and people lose their mind.
Yeah.
He is like the most hated guy in the WWE right now. It is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Oh, that's not what I want. I can't find a good picture. Oh, here you go.
There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna save this. This is a good picture. I'll save this one. I'll put that on my maybe I'll make a wallpaper for it. So let's see what little that Usi thing. First of all, I love all of the Sami Zayn stuff with the Usos. Roman Reigns has become one of my favorites now. I don't know. I love Roman Reigns. That's it. I don't care. It's like I liked him before. I thought he was okay, right? I wasn't dying over him, but I love him with all this stuff. I love that he's with Sami Zayn. He's like, I'm going to make this like a permanent thing. And then he Superman punched Miz. It's like, why is Miz talking? Like he comes out and he's like, oh, I've got these big tips. And
Miz was all over Raw last night.
He's funny.
Yeah, he is. But he was all over Raw. I was actually like, wow, is Miz on another segment? And then Johnny Gargano's like, let me tell you about the secret of Miz. I'm like, what?
And it's like, oh, I want you to like pretend to stalk me and stuff. I'm like, okay, like what is happening here?
It's so bizarre.
I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, so then we got the Damage Control big fight. It was 2 commercial breaks, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still misses.
This was actually one of their better.
I was just gonna say matches. This wasn't as bad as it normally is, but it's not. Yeah. They're almost there. They're not there. They were there. They're almost there.
I noticed a lot of little things. They got the camera right on the kick.
Yep, big time.
Alexa's knees actually hit when she did that. You know, she does knees. It actually hit instead of obviously missing.
Right.
I liked this was a lot more. I was thinking while I was watching, I'm like, this is a lot more of heel Alexa and heel Asuka that I remembered, especially with Alexa. And they even mentioned like she was going after. They did mention that.
Yeah, they did mention that. Like, this is the kind of thing we need to see from Alexa Bliss here. We need to see her be more aggressive, right? Like,
yeah. But Asuka was not dancing around. She was not like being a joke. She was just like, she came out hard. And this is what I think we needed from these two. We needed some sort of attitude change, and we got it. Now they have to keep it.
Right. So then Bailey and Bianca had a little scuffle outside. The Bailey to belly was pretty good. It worked out pretty good. I was like, oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
We had Twisted Bliss and
Yep.
new champs.
I was surprised. I wasn't expecting
That's very surprising.
Especially considering I've been feeling like they're going to. Yeah, Joe, I don't disagree with you. I feel like Io and Dakota have made some mistakes in the ring. Io being with them doesn't make sense to me at all.
Yeah, she doesn't look like she's with them.
Yeah, she doesn't look like this mega heel, mean girl sort. Dakota fits it.
Yeah.
Right? Dakota fits it, but Dakota's ring arsenal is mostly kicks and they mostly don't connect and they're just not produced well.
Right.
Bailey is obviously the best of the three, but I don't see Dakota and Io elevating because of Bailey. I see Io and Dakota holding Bailey back. Like, this isn't like
she should go back to this look. This looks more.
Yeah, she looks really good there. This isn't like Evolution, where Randy Orton and Batista were really good. They just needed that time with Triple H and Ric Flair to elevate themselves.
Right.
I don't see Dakota and Io Sky, who are fine on their own, but I don't see them elevating their game and I don't see them benefiting from Bailey. Like, they're basically there, and the only reason we're talking about them is because Bailey's with them.
Right.
Bailey doesn't need them. They need Bailey, but they're not elevating to the point that when they do break up, which is inevitable, people will care about Dakota Kai and Io Sky. I don't see that.
I don't like when the faction. Okay, there's two types of factions. There's like Judgment Day where everyone looks like they're supposed to be there. They all have the same color scheme or whatever. Attire. Then there's the, how like RK Bro or whatever, where it was just like, I don't like, this should not work. It doesn't work on paper. It doesn't work visually, but it's kind of awesome and it's kind of working.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like, so you can do it where, you know what I mean? Like, you could do it where these guys don't look like they're supposed to be together, but for some reason they're kind of neat. Now that can work, but that is way harder to get. It's like those two guys, Orton and Riddle, were pumped up on their own enough that together it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But Damage Control feels like it should be NWO style, where everyone is the same. It should be the female NWO.
Yeah.
And they don't look like Io Sky and Dakota Kai are not even tag. They don't even look like they're tag partners.
No.
Like, at all. It looks like they literally grabbed two women and put them together and say, okay, you're the tag champions, and now you're all with Damage Control. It's like, why? It's like, because it's like,
it doesn't work. Neither does Asuka and Alexa Bliss, to be honest with you.
I don't like that either. Where's that picture I had earlier? Hold on. Dakota Kai. Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Right? That she can go with Bailey, right? Like, you
want to know a team that worked, and even though they didn't dress the same, it looked good. That looks good. Go and check out Riot Squad.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was where Liv Morgan came in, right? Yeah.
Yeah, look at these three.
Yeah. Yeah, these two here. Yeah, this was her friend. See, but look, they look together. They look like they're together. Like they've got.
Even when Sarah Logan was part of them, it still looked fine. Right, there you go.
Yeah, see, it's not too bad when it's like they're all punk chicks.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we're all like, this is awesome. Like, here together, that's really cool. So it's like, yeah, Riot Squad, because of the way See, it just depends also on the faction, because Riot Squad is this crazy, where these crazy girls, we don't care about anything. Okay. But damage control is in the word. It's supposed to be like, we are this faction that come in and take care of business. We're not here to like be super cool and flashy and have like pink hair and, you know, and like Dakota Kai on her own as an entity. Hold on, let's see her. Okay, let's go back to her. Okay, so let's like this is her now, right?
Yeah.
So this person on her own looks really cool to me, and I really liked her outfit last night. I like this pink and black. I love her hair. I love this character the way that she is. She looks awesome, and I like Io Sky a lot. But I don't like them together, and I don't like this for damage control.
Yeah.
This person here is not the damage. This is damage control.
Yeah.
Right, and really like this one here, like.
Yeah.
This is like really good. Like that's a good damage control look. Like, look at this, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, to me, like this is like, oh yeah, like look at that. That's awesome. That's damage control. Not fun pink hair. Like it's like that doesn't sound like you're there to do business. Like it's like this Dakota Kai is like, I'm here to win a match and become the tag champions. It's like, look at Roman Reigns. Like, look at the bloodline. That is a perfect faction.
Yeah.
It's like they've got red and black. Judgment Day has purple, right? It's like they've got red and black. They come in. They're like, yeah, this looks like they're together. To me, that's like Wolfpack or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It's like even AJ Styles and
the OC.
And yeah. Right? Like, see, this Dakota Kai is the one that needs to go with Thingy. And then Io Sky can't go. Which, Joe, hold on, sorry. Yeah, okay, I agree with you, Brian, on that one.
That's like 4 broken noses to go for Ruby.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you go, so Alba Fire and current Dakota Kai would look good together as a team, but I'm still not sure if that's damage control.
I would give them Alexa Bliss, and I would turn Raquel Rodriguez heel, and that would be damage control under Bailey.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty crazy.
I would, but it would have to be her from like Alexa Bliss from yesterday, not from Alexa Bliss, you know, for the last 6 months or whatever, who's just been like.
Let's see. Alexa Bliss, she maybe, I don't know, she may still need to be on her own and just go back to Goddess or whatever.
But Goddess works.
Yeah, go back. Oh, yeah, but I think she's almost like she doesn't need to be on the faction.
So how about Raquel and
they can keep Dakota Kai and just make her go back to her other look.
Yeah.
Like make her look like that and then bring in Raquel and then there you go. Because Alexa Bliss needs to be on her own and she can have like her own thing going or whatever. And I don't know what to do with Io Sky. It's like Io Sky and Asuka should be a team.
Yeah.
Like put the 2 Japanese girls together.
They tried that with Kabuki Warriors. It worked, but then the one girl left.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is amazing.
Kairi Sane.
Wow, this is awesome.
Yeah.
This is brilliant, man. But this girl's gone?
Yeah, she's in Japan.
Oh man, that sucks.
She went home.
Yeah, because the 2 of them together, oh shit, yeah. This is a great team.
Yeah.
And I like Kabuki Warriors. That's cool too.
Yeah, that's true, Brian.
Yeah, I think Raquel for the muscle and have Raquel go back to let me see Raquel. Like something, yeah, do this look.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this. Like, yeah, there you go. See, like this is like damage control. Like,
right.
Like we're here, we're not messing around. Like, yeah, we look good, but we're not messing around. We're not cute. Oh, we have our cute little bangs and our cute little dangly thingies on our costume and we jump. It's like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like Bailey looks like she's in damage control.
Yeah.
It's like she has like the pants and the boots, like the big kicking boots and all that. It's like, it's like, yeah, I'm in damage control. I'm not in we're having cute parties. Like Kabuki Warriors is a different thing. It's like Dakota Kai and Io Sky are like, yeah, we're in this little cute faction here.
Yeah.
And we have little dangly things and sparkly belts. It's like, what that, like this right here, this picture right here, it's like that's someone who's in a faction called damage control.
Right.
It's like, who else could you get? I would like Dakota, like seeing those other pictures of Dakota looked pretty good.
Sonya Deville?
Yeah. Yeah, like to me, this is good.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, Sonya Deville fits. You can get her in there. Yeah, see, like if you look at this, it's just like Bailey's got like, like kind of like
two fangirls,
military gear, right? Like it's like a military thing.
She's got two fangirls with her.
Yeah, maybe you could do Lacey.
Yeah. Not doing anything with her.
But like scrap all of this. It doesn't have to be this exact military, like, rework it so that it kind of fits. So I don't know. There's no pictures of her because all her characters have been pretty whatever. Yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, so maybe not. Dakota Kai's okay. And put her back to her normal look, and then maybe Raquel Rodriguez and have those three.
Yeah.
And then maybe Io Sky and Asuka could do tag team. How, like, Asuka is a bit older, right? Or no?
She's 40.
Wow. It's, man, those, I mean, you don't want, like, I mean,
yeah,
like Chinese, Japanese, it's like you can't tell their ages at all.
No.
Like Asuka's 40. She should, like,
she is 41.
Wow. Hard to see her. Yeah, this is her normal face, right? Pretty much as normal as we can see.
She is,
I mean, that's crazy that she's like still going like that good.
Yeah, she's still like she's a dynamo in the ring. But I always liked Asuka. I thought she was always like really like good and when she came in NXT, the fanfare was crazy. The Empress of Tomorrow is such a great.
No.
Yeah, they don't. The Empress of Tomorrow is such a great moniker for her, and I think it just like everything she does works for her character. I just didn't like goofy Asuka because when Asuka came in, she was a killer. And that's more what we saw. She changed the color of the tears down her face, all that stuff. Like, that's the Asuka I remember when she joined NXT, where she just beat the living crap out of people.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife, like, we're fans of Japan. And my wife loves Japan. So she doesn't care anything about wrestling. She only cares. So it's like when Shinsuke Nakamura comes on, I'm like, oh, there's your favorite male wrestler. She's like, yes, because he's Japanese. That's the only reason.
Shinsuke Nakamura, that guy is just
he's good.
I think they missed the mark not putting a belt on that guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's awesome.
But then Asuka's her favorite female wrestler because so she just looks cool. She's basically a Funko Pop, like it's like you can't. Yeah, I actually have this one. Oh my god, is that Project Echo? Oh no, that's Asuka and Thingy. Sorry, I got confused. Yeah, there's the
Funko Pop.
Oh, this one looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's like she like literally looks like she's made for that, right? Like
yeah. She was born to be a Funko Pop.
oh my god. But yeah, so new tag champs. I mean, is that weird or what?
I don't know why. I think you had to have retribution because literally Damage Control beat them up every week for like 3 weeks straight or something, and then put them out of action.
Right.
The only reason they do that, though, to me, is you got to give Bailey the championship at the pay-per-view this I think it's this weekend, Crown Jewel.
She's gonna have to win because if not, the Damage Control has nothing.
Yeah, they have nothing, and it's like there's no damage they're controlling. But like they dropped the belts because now you can have Bailey win the belt and say, Io Dakota, like, you gotta up your game. Like, I have gold, you don't, like, sort of thing. Like, they gotta kick it up a different gear. Bailey can only make this faction go so far. If Dakota and Io don't up their games, it's just going to be another failed faction in the WWE.
Yeah, I just don't think the two, like the two of them, the way that they are now, are not working.
Nope.
Io Sky needs to just go, and Dakota either changes her look back and ups her wrestling moves, and
Changes
then they add someone else.
You can do that.
You can do it. Maybe just keep, if you want to keep Io, then keep her, and then bring in Raquel and have 4 of them, and then have it be like Raquel's like the big enforcer or something or whatever. I don't know.
It's just that Io is too cute. She doesn't talk very much, and it doesn't work to me.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like it's like there's the 2 of them. It just this doesn't seem like Damage Control. This seems like
No.
we're just having a cool time being
we're
wrestlers.
Happy WWE wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like, have either of them upped their game? Like, the whole thing was they were supposed to be there with Damage Control, with Bailey to be like, she was bringing them in to elevate them to that next level. And it's not because Bailey hasn't done it. It's just that they haven't elevated. It's just not working.
Yeah. I don't know. They got to do something better with these people.
Yep. I agree 100%. Just throwing 2 top tier NXT women into a faction in the main roster is not the answer.
Right. All right, so let's they're cutting 5 wrestlers from NXT. We may see some cuts in the main roster.
Yeah, I was thinking that the other day, Joe, that like with all the people that keep coming back and they keep introducing every frigging week, the roster's getting a little bloated now, and they have to start making cuts. Because it's like, where's Kevin Owens? Where's, if you go through the roster, you're like, where's this person? Where's this person? Where's this person? Where's this person? Right? I think it's Gable Stevenson has still not debuted for SmackDown, and he was supposed to be on that roster. Where's that guy? Well, there's too many. There's too many talent. There's too much talent where it's like, we have nothing for you to do.
Right.
And it's like, you should never be in a situation where you're paying talent. Kevin Owens is getting $2 million and you're using him every other month. That's a waste of money. What are you doing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's too much. It's too much. It's like, they moved back Apollo Crews. Like, Shotzi's now been on NXT 2 weeks in a row. Like,
right.
You guys aren't, you like, I like Triple H bringing back some people who should not have been let go of. Hit Row, Braun Strowman, Bray Wyatt. but you got like 100,000 wrestlers now. Like you're gonna have to start dropping people.
And Bray Wyatt, I was not in wrestling for that entire thing. For Bray Wyatt, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm not getting it. Like to me, it's like a Papa Shango character. It's not. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not on the Bray Wyatt bus or whatever it's called. So I don't know if I've missed something or I need to try to get a ticket for that bus. But I'm like, yeah.
See, the problem is that he was excellent as the leader of the Wyatt family. He had the rocking chair and the lantern and all that, but then they just kept having him lose. So people were like, who cares? Right. So then he came back with the Firefly Funhouse, which was an awesome idea because he was this deranged, child's program host. And then he was the Fiend, who was just this supernatural. He has this mask, which was awesome. But they really did a lot to undercut the Wyatt family character. I mean, he came out to WrestleMania and he was like, they put him with The Rock. And if you want to pump up someone, don't put them opposite The Rock. Because Bray Wyatt was like, I'm the eater of worlds. And Rock was like, you look like the eater of Hot Pockets. Like, that's you just awesome. Don't do that.
I like my Hot Pockets, that's for sure. I am the eater of worlds. It's like, no, you're the eater of Hot Pockets.
The whole thing with him having, the host and all is good. And I'm sure this is going to lead somewhere good because he's a very creative dude. It's a very weird slow burn right now where it's like, okay, what's happening? He comes out and he's like, you don't know, this is the real me and blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I know you're probably leading somewhere, but it's taking its time. And I don't know if you need to get there pretty soon. Right.
Yeah, like, I didn't care about that entire speech. It's like, and the lights go on. I'm like, oh no, not the lights. Anything but that. How am I going to find the bathroom? I know. Like, I like Roman Reigns. He just comes out and it's like, I own everybody. And my wife doesn't, she's reading manga while I'm watching. And she looked up, she's like, this is for Paul Heyman. She's like, is he supposed to be like a sleaze bag? Or like, yeah. She's like, oh, okay. And then she went back to reading. I'm like, oh, was that it? I was like, was there follow-up questions? No. It's like, all right. It's like, my name is Paul Heyman. And it's like,
ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman.
And you're like, why do you keep reminding? Is it for yourself? Do you have a problem remembering your name? Because we know who you are.
So I gotta say, the head of the table was good.
I like head of the table.
My tribal chief, I burst out laughing whenever I hear that because I'm like, what? I don't get that. The Island of Relevancy, I literally have no idea what he's talking about there.
Yeah, I like tribal chief. I like acknowledge me. I like the head of the table. I think that's really cool. I really like Roman Reigns. And when he said that Usi thing, I was cracking up. He's not named Usi. And then they started laughing. So I don't know. Was that a broke character? Did they break character or what? Because
I think they may have.
Because that was super funny. And even even Roman Reigns is like, whenever Roman Reigns laughs, you're like, man, this is funny. Because this is like, he's always so serious, like, and it's like, and he goes, is that what's going on? Are you not being Usi enough?
I gotta say, I saw Roman Reigns break character while in a headlock from Kevin Owens.
When was that?
Kevin Owens. It was a house match, I think. And Kevin Owens was fighting Roman Reigns, and Kevin Owens was there, and he's got him in the headlock. He's leaning on him. It's one of those things where they're taking a rest, right?
Right. And
Kevin Owens is yelling at this guy in the crowd. He's like, "How much do you make?" He's like, my merchandise made $35,000 last year. My merchandise. We're not even talking about the rest. Like, I got this and that. He's like, I got this bonus and that. And literally, you saw Roman Reigns just start crying with laughter while in the headlock. It was hilarious. And even people point out, they're like, look at Roman, he's dying. And you can see Roman was just like, what is he doing? Why is he yelling at this random guy and giving him his salary and his bonuses and what he's that's why I realized that Kevin Owens is legit genius.
Yeah, it's like, Philadelphia, acknowledge me. It's like, well, yeah, you're right there. I know. Like, yeah, we see you. I could see you. Like, the Fiend had potential as Mr. Rogers, Mr. Hyde, monster gimmick, but they
they had to add Supernatural, and that's when it became ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, I don't care what the tribal chief says. You're like, whoa, oh. And then Turner's like, what? And it's like, no, Roman, he didn't mean that. He's just not being very oozy. I like Sami Zayn. I like this angle. And like, Sami Zayn's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's just like, wow, I'm one of you now. You're like, you're just like, this is what is happening right now. Like, it's just too funny.
I loved they had a conversation with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Mm-hmm.
And literally it started because they're both heels at the time. And Kevin's like, oh, I really like what you're doing. And Sammy's like, yeah, you're doing awesome. And they start talking. And then Kevin Owens is like, well, you know the bloodline is playing you, right? And Sami Zayn's like, what? He's like, yeah, you know, they don't actually care about you, Sammy. Like, they're just playing you. And Sammy's like, oh, yeah? Well, Ezekiel is Elias's brother. He's like, no, he's not. He's like, yes, he is. He doesn't have a beard. Elias has a beard. So obviously they're not the same person. And Kevin Owens flipped out. It was genius. Here's two guys who are best friends. They grew up in the business together. And they just know how to play off one another because they started out so complimentary, and then they're like, "You suck! No, you suck! You're totally off base!" Like all this shit. Like it was funny.
No, they're both good. Yeah, the bloodline's awesome, man. It's like,
yeah,
it's like Sami Zayn. Yeah, I'm in it. It's like okay, it's like
Sami Zayn being part of that faction just makes literally no sense.
Yeah, which makes it so good.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, like, but honestly though, like, you know, this is a faction.
Yeah.
Right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Damage Control needs to be the bloodline of the women.
Yeah.
They need I don't know, like, I just don't, I don't know. They don't look like they're in control. That's the thing. So. Anyway.
Yeah, they don't look like they should belong together, and it's not really working in my opinion.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it. There's nothing else. So this week we're going to talk about. We'll do Crown Jewel is this Saturday, right?
Yeah, I can't make next Tuesday, so we'll have to do Wednesday.
Yeah, so that's fine. We'll do the Wednesday. So what is the date for that? That will be the 16th. No, 9th.
9th,
yeah. So 9th is good. All right, guys. I guess that is it. So Friday, we're for sure doing Ice Pirates versus. So that this is where we're at. We're doing the people's choice.
I love how Enemy Mine is just too good. Like I'm actually still laughing about that.
Right.
It's just like, oh, ho, this movie, yeah, it's kind of cheesy, but it's good, blah, blah. And then we got the Enemy Mine. And all the shtick just dropped. And we just sat there and we were actually like legitimate, not like, you know, like serious film people. And we're like, oh my God, Enemy Mine is so good. It's like, yeah.
There you go.
We lost the narrative there.
Yeah. I can show you what it's going to be. So this is so we're just waiting. So Space Hunter is going to battle Krull or Ice Pirates. That's how it's going to go.
Oh, that's not a good.
That's just how it fell. That's just how it came out.
It's almost like who wants to win to end up kissing the ugliest girl at the fair? Because neither of those films is going to. I'll be surprised. I'm going to rewatch Crawl this week. I've seen it 100,000 times, but I'll watch it 101,000 times. It's Space Hunter's really good, so that's going to be a tough one. They might be coming in just to lose.
I think that. I mean, Space Hunter is like one of my favorites, but Ice Pirates and Crawl are also favorites. So we'll see how it goes.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough one to. Well, they have to be each other first before.
Right.
We debate it.
Yeah. So that's why they pay us the big bucks to figure out which one of these movies is the best. So that's the main thing. Anyways, all right, guys. See you on Friday.
Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.